Welcome to Let's Talk Boundaries, where we explore the power of protecting your peace and honoring your values. I'm your host, Pamela Bird, and today I'm joined by Angela Laster, also known as the Budget Buddy. In this episode, we're talking about how to stretch your dollars in a tight economy. Angela shares practical, creative ways to navigate rising prices without sacrificing your joy or your boundaries. Whether you're budgeting for groceries, gas, or giving, this conversation will leave you feeling empowered, not overwhelmed. Let's dive in. What a wonderful time of the year to bring my friend up. Oh my God, this is Angela Laster. Angela Laster is lovingly referred to as the Budget Buddy. Wow, what do you mean by the Budget Buddy? Well, guess what? Angela's going to get a chance to tell you about that. But let me tell you a little bit about her. Let me just tell you, because one of the things we're going to be talking about today, or the main topic, is the inflation holiday hustle, stretching your dollars in a tight economy. Miss Laster is a specialist when it comes to finances, when it comes to your finances and helping you to get your finances in order. And she's going to tell you all about that. But I just want to tell you about her. She attended a workshop mastermind that I attended by Miss Jean Davis, and she is the wealth creator. We learned so much information from Jean, and we got a chance to get to know one another. So I want to introduce you to Miss Angela Laster. Angela, go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself, what you do, why you do it, and how you came to do it.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Angela Laster, also known as the Budget Buddy. I am the proud owner of allocated funds. We help create financial literacy through budgeting. And so my brand is the Budget Buddy, and we're here to help everyone work a budget. Budgeting has a negative connotation, and people think it's a negative thing, but really and truly is really to tell your money where it's going, what's coming in, what's going out. And so here at Allocated Fund, we have Budget Buddy. I am your personal Budget Buddy, and I literally hold your hand through the financial process so that you can be able to live and save at the same time.
Man, and is this the perfect time for that? You know, when I think about budgeting, when I think about finances, financial planning, budgeting, making sure that you have the money to do the things not only that you need to do, but the things that you really want to do, I think about people burying their head in the sand. Well, what Angela does is she helps to pull your head out of the sand so you can be a lot more conscientious of what you're doing with your money, where your money's going, and helping you to plan for doing the things that you really want to do. So, Angela, one of the things I was thinking about when it comes to the holidays is I'll just assume right now that everyone's in the same situation, and that is that our budgets are tight because of inflation, because everything that's going on in our country, in the world right now, and we're seeing prices go up. We're having to spend more money on things. Or what is it you can tell people right now as it relates to the holidays and the hustle of doing everything that has to be done, but still making sure at the end of the day, you still got some money left over?
Here's a quick tip. Now, you guys, November 1st is Saturday. Saturday starts a new month. Saturday starts holiday season. What do? We create a budget. The inflation is through the roof. Everybody at this point hate going to the grocery store, right? So let's plan. A budget is a plan for your money. So let's plan what we're going to do. So Thanksgiving is spending time with family, eating good food, hanging out, relaxing, watching movies, just enjoying that time. But when you think about food is high. So what are you going to do? Start planning now. Like, what are you going to do? If you have a small family, you could do something different. We have non-traditional, where you could pick a seafood. Seafood could be expensive, but when you have a small family and everybody's able to pitch in, it'll make it easier. Or let's say you have a large family. Or let's say you want to entertain your first time. You're in your house, it's just you and your spouse, and you want to entertain people. Make it a potluck. Create a budget. Create a grocery list. Right now, the turkey's on sale, 97 cents a pound. By next week, it's going to go up. Why not plan for what you're trying to do? So let's say we're doing potlucks. Who's doing the meats? Everybody chip in. Okay, everybody can't cook. Cool. Ask for a financial contribution. If you ask now, then you can prepare. Well, let's say, money is extremely tight and you don't have anything. Right now, I know a lot of people got laid off. A lot of people is tight with their finances. They have food banks that you could be able to go and get things that you need. Canned goods. Canned goods are on sale right now. Just creating a meal. Thanksgiving doesn't have to be a lot, but it could be where you spend time with your family and you have a nice meal.
Mm-hmm.
So it all goes back to budgeting. See who could bring what. See what your money could. Basically, all you do is stretch your money. But if you start now, by the time Thanksgiving comes, it makes it easier. That's
Mm-hmm.
the first holiday that's coming up. It makes it
Mm-hmm.
easier.
That's good. Those are really good tips because I was thinking about it at the grocery store. I was there yesterday and I was looking at the price of turkeys and I was like, should I or shouldn't I? Because honestly, Angela, I remember turkey being 69 cents a pound on sale. And now we're up to 90 something cents. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know. Do I want to wait? So you just gave me some really good advice as far as what to do
Yeah.
about that turkey,
Don't
especially
wait.
if you're going to do frozen. You might as well get it if you got room in
Right.
your freezer, right?
Right.
You might as well do it. And I like the idea about having people chip in because everybody's in the same situation. Everybody
Absolutely.
would like to be help, to contribute, but they don't know how. My thing is if you're not going to fix it, at least contribute for it. You know,
Absolutely.
I think that's a really, really good tip, a really good idea for people to do. Let's
Correct.
talk about the one big one, the one that people get really anxious over, and that's Christmas or
Oh my God.
whatever holiday they celebrate. It's all the things that go along with that. Talk a little bit about some things they can do budgeting wise for that.
So Christmas is very tricky because Christmas is like Santa Claus. Everybody gets a gift, right? But it doesn't always work that way. So especially if you have children, have them write out everything they want on the list and let them know, hey, out of everything on your list, you're going to get at least 3 to 4 of those items.
Mm,
People do not want to be honest with their children concerning finances. And finances is part of the family. What does that mean? Just because you're 6 doesn't mean you don't understand finances. Just because you're a teenager doesn't mean you don't understand finances. These are the conversations we're going to have. Say, I need you to write your Christmas list. This year, we're planning a family trip next year. Next year, we're buying a house next year. So guess what? We cannot spend like we normally do. But I need you to write a list. And out of that list, I am going to get 4 items, 3 items on that list. So therefore, you're having that conversation. It's about having a family meeting. Say, hey, we're going to have Christmas. We're going to have food. We're going to have family time. But you're not going to have 10 gifts. It's not on the budget. Everything goes back to the budget.
mm-hmm.
Talk to your kids because sometimes when you do not share information, it actually shifted things in the family. Either they get angry, they're lashing out, they're stealing, they want to go over by mom's grandpa and grandpa house because mommy never have money or she, nobody's talking about the financial hardship in the family. Have a conversation. Let everybody be aboard. Make everybody involved. You as a parent, you know what your budget look like. When you get the list, you know what you can afford. Get those 3 items. Right now, they have gift wrapping paper, Dollar Tree. Start picking them up.
Mm-hmm.
$1.25, because you guys know the Dollar Tree don't went up. Family Dollar, Dollar General, they don't went up. No lie. So get in wrapping paper, $1 to $3. Pick it up. Pick it up next week. Then you have to make a list like, okay, who am I buying gift for? Is it just my children? Do I have grandchildren? Do I have nieces and nephews? What do they like?
Mm-hmm.
What can I afford to give them? I want to
Mm-hmm.
give them something. Write a list. Everybody likes Starbucks. A $15 Starbucks to a teenager, that's not your child. They're going to be excited. Like, oh, I got a Starbucks or I got a Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is a hit. You give somebody a Chick-fil-A gift card, you don't have to put the amount on there. They just know they get to go to Chick-fil-A. Christmas is a time to give, but you don't give where you give to be broke. You give wholeheartedly that you can live and save at the same time. So Zaxby's, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, $10, $15.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in your budget. Say, okay, you're going to get a $15. Here's the thing. They're not going to say, no, I don't want it. They're going to say, thank you. Oh, I get to go to Starbucks. These are the things that teenagers want. Now, if they're your children, that's a different story. But guess what? Your kids still want a Chick-fil-A gift card too. So you can't write that off. That could be one of their gifts. Maybe it don't have to be 15, but it can be $25. Let's plan for our money. You're like, oh, it's okay for me to go broke because, tax time is coming up. We have to go beyond that. We want to live beyond that. So when Christmas is over, we still feel good. Christmas takes everybody's money. So let's make a list. Just like Santa Claus, let's make a list. Some people, they age
Check it
out.
twice. Check it twice, right?
Check it twice. Some kids age out of stuff. When I mean age out, so me and my siblings, if you pass 12, you're not getting a gift.
Yeah.
You're not getting a gift.
Yeah.
Because the gifts is really for the little kids. You might get a $10 gift card. They're not going to say no. But their parents already took care of them, giving them the Nike shoes or the Jordans.
The things that they chose.
Right. So make your list.
As you do this, one of the things you also want to be thinking about is when January comes and bills are due, that you're not broke.
You're not broke. You can literally say, I could pay rent with no questions asked. I could pay the light bill and not be upset. Oh, I don't have to borrow, because it's like I was mindful of how I spend my money this time. Let's be mindful of how we spend our money, because food costs is not the only thing that's up. Cost of everything is up. And I feel like by December, it's going to be extremely expensive, and everybody's going to try to go out of their way to try to make things happen. And I always say, work with what you have. Just kind of work with what you have. I know sometimes it's hard, and sometimes you just don't even have it. If you have $5, if you have $10, you could get a gift card for $5. You get a gift card for $10. So you don't have to feel like, well, I didn't have anything to give. And sometimes when you don't have anything to give, showing up and being present is more important than the present.
That is true. Your presence is more important than a present.
It is.
Another thing I think is a really good idea is for those who don't have it, meaning they don't have money, they have something. They can create gift cards. They have them printed out. They can create gift cards that they can give to their loved ones on services that they can do for them.
Absolutely.
And if you do service for someone, that's a gift right there, especially if you've got like grandparents or aunts and uncles, anyone that's older than you. Just your presence, being around them, is enough for them. If you say, I'm going to dedicate, you have a certificate for 5 hours with me or 4 hours with me of quality time, that means so much to a person that's your aunt, uncle, or your grandparents.
Yes. And also for family, like family that has a large family, and you know that because of the cost, you can get stockings and you can stuff them with different little things. It could be lotions. It could be socks. Guess one of the most popular ones? Chargers. Phone chargers are like the hot commodity. If you put that in a stocking, people, they will go crazy. Lip gloss, chapstick. Just little things. Sometimes it's like being intentional, and you don't have to break the bank. You just have to be intentional about what you want to do, how you just organize your finances by making a list.
And also knowing the person that you're giving the gift to. One of the things you want to do is be mindful of the people that you're giving, that you're choosing to give gifts to. How well do you know them? If you have to ask someone in the family, what is it they like to do here? Do they like this? Do they like that? That will help you to know that you've given them a gift, be it the gift cards that you talked about, be it the lotions or the chargers, that that's something that's really important to them, and they'll really value that rather than just getting maybe a $10 gift card.
You have to know who you're buying for. Yeah. And then you have to know what your finances look like. Everyone's finances right now is shaky. Why? Why do I use the word shaky? Because we don't know what's happening. Our economy is changing. Food costs is going up. People are losing jobs. People are still working part-time. People are still not making enough. And so now everybody's finances are tight. So you have to prioritize. What is important? How do you prioritize when you don't make enough? Here's the tip. You need a roof over your head. You need lights. You need food. Everything else is questionable. Well, you say, I need my car. You definitely need your car. But if you can't afford to pay for that car, you don't need that car. But you do need somewhere to sleep. You need some place where you can have your family to be in a warm environment, a safe environment. So we want to be intentional about how we're going to figure this thing out. And we can. Write out what your rent is. Write out what your mortgage is. Write out the bills. How about calling your utilities and say, hey, can I get on a payment plan, a
Mm,
payment arrangement? You can do a payment arrangement during the holidays. Can we do a payment arrangement? Me paying you $176 is out of my budget, but I can pay $76. Can I make a payment arrangement for the 100? We have to really not be as scared to communicate on what we need.
mm,
Mortgage company, call them up, see if they have a holiday situation. They may have, hey, if I pay half. Now rent is a little different, but mortgage, can you put me on every 2 weeks? That way, every 2 weeks, you pay a portion of your mortgage so that you don't feel overwhelmed. So there's different strategies financially that you can do. Rent, you can't do it like that, but you could put aside money for it.
right.
A lot of people take their one check and pay the rent, and then they don't have any money.
Right.
But if you use half after you pay the rent the first time, you say, okay, on this check, I'm going to take half out. The next year, I'm going to take half out. So by the next time to pay rent, you won't feel so overwhelmed. So these are tips that you can start implementing to help you with your finances, not just for the holidays, but just going forward.
What I'm hearing from you, Angela, is that because of this shaky economy where we are right now, as we go through this holiday hustle, that we all come together as a family. That as a
Absolutely.
family, as a nucleus, that we come together, and that key word that you said, we communicate and let
Communicate.
people know, look, this is where, let's have a family meeting, be it via Zoom meeting, be a FaceTime, just everybody coming together and just saying on a Sunday or whatever time, you know what, let's talk about where we are. That could mean like the family, what do you call family meetings every week or once a month. People have different topics that you're going to talk about. You're going to talk about, and one of those topics is finances.
Yes.
We got the holidays coming up right now. This is a great time that we all come together, talk about where we are so that we know where we're going. Because
Exactly.
it's really sad when you have expectations that you're going to get something and that communication didn't happen and you are could be offended, that you didn't get something and you're
Right.
giving and then you get upset because you gave something that person didn't give to you.
Correct.
Scratch all that. Let's talk about where we are so that we know where we're going and what we're going to do for this holiday season.
Absolutely. Another thing that you can do as a family, you can give back as a family. They have the angel trees, they have grandparents at the nursing homes that don't have
Mhm.
family. Instead of buying a gift, they say, why don't you take them socks?
Yeah.
Like you said, we have to communicate, we have to come together, but there's different ways to make a difference. Some people love language. My love language is gifts, right? But if you give me a lip gloss, that's a gift.
Oh, yes.
If you give me a lip gloss, I'm excited. If you give me a piece of cake, I'm excited. But you have to know your
No
family,
person.
know your person, know the family, communicate, build the relationship that you desire to build. Do not let the holidays ruin your relationship over money.
That's good. Do not let the holidays ruin your relationship over money. I was just talking to my last guest about love languages, knowing the love
Yes,
languages of your children. You mentioned yours is gift giving. When somebody knows that gift giving is your love language, then it's easy to get you a gift because it doesn't have to cost much. It's a gift.
it's a gift.
It's a gift. And if your love language is words of affirmation, you could create a card for that person affirming them, telling them all the wonderful things that you never told them, but you
Right.
written down for them, and you could even read it to them. Whoa, that would be great because that's that love language. Give me an example of another love language and the kind of gift that you could get that person.
Acts of service, like you said before. I'll clean the house today. I would wash your car. I would come and vacuum for you. I would things that act of kindness, like acts of service. That's really what it is. It's an act of service. So if you know that I like coming home to meals, that's an act of service. I will cook
Mhm.
you a meal. Those languages can be a form of gifts because guess what? That person will always be happy. So everything is not about financially, even though this is where we're at because finances is what makes the world goes around. But when you don't have it, what do you do?
And what do you have in place of? And here's the other thing, Angela, I just thought about. When you give a gift certificate of that nature based on love language,
Yes.
it's nothing you have to spend until after January.
Oh yeah. And you have
It's,
the funds by then too to even do
yeah,
even grander if that's what you desire to do.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't have to. I mean, a certificate for a certain time, you can give the time that you're going to do it. And that time can be based on the parameters of whatever that gift is that you gave based on your love language.
Absolutely. It works. It's a
Yeah,
gift.
that's
It's
a
part of the
gift.
it's this part of the holiday cheer, and your finances will still be intact. Everybody wants to give the word budget a negative connotation, but
Yeah.
really it's just tell you where your money is going. Your budget tells you who you could buy a gift for. Your budget tells you if you can even buy that gift. Your budget tells you, hey, I might need to pay this bill, or maybe I need to get a part-time job for the holidays, or maybe I shouldn't purchase this. So basically your budget is telling you what to do with your fun, with your money. If you
Mhm.
like Starbucks and you like Dunkin' Donuts every morning, I promise you, if you do not have Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks for the week, you could get a gift. Budget. We want to make sure that your budget is intact. It don't
Yeah.
have to be negative. It's really a positive tool to help you get ahead.
And that's why I want to talk about this with you, Angela, because it's about putting boundaries around your finances, around your
Yes.
budget. And it's better when you put boundaries around it, it's you managing your budget and your budget not managing you, having
Correct.
control over you, causing you stress, causing you anxiety, causing you fear, causing you anger. And the only person you have to be angry with is yourself because you didn't listen to this podcast and listen to what Angela, the budget buddy, is telling you about the holidays. They don't have to be difficult. They don't have
No.
to be expensive. They really don't. There's so many ideas, Angela, that you've shared with people that'll help them to do better for this holiday season. Now,
Yes.
let's talk about what they can do if they realize, you know what, this has saved me. It's really helped me to have a peaceful holiday season and get set boundaries around my finances.
Right.
What about next year? What can they start doing in January that'll help them to make sure that next year's holidays are very peaceful as well?
Starting in January, my sister-in-law does this every year. So starting January, she start putting money aside. If it's $25 a week, $50 every week, $100 a month, she literally put money aside every month. Even if it's $20, she put it aside. And when she gets to about September, whatever she has, that's what she's buying gifts with.
That's
That
what
is
she has. That's her
that's what she
budget.
has. That's her budget. She literally set holiday funds aside starting in January. So when December come, you already know some stuff is out of season, right? But some things don't go out of season. So for example, if you know that your child like white Air Force Ones, maybe you could get it in February. Give it to them in December. Maybe you could get it for the summer. You could always plan ahead. You don't have to wait last minute. Start early. Everything that you do, start early. Family vacation, spring
Hmm.
break, if you have children. Spring break is coming up March and April. You already know. Here's a tip. You're going to get 2 gifts for Christmas. You guys want to go to Disney on spring break. You guys want to go to Orlando. We need to put money aside for these things. That's why it's so important to be intentional and let your kids know you
Hmm.
cannot have McDonald's this week. You're trying to get this new video game for Christmas. So you can't have McDonald's and still get the video game. You can have McDonald's next week. But this week, we're putting the money up for your video game. And let's say all the kids are out, they're in college, it's just you and your husband. Create new memories. Do a budget for a trip. Do something different. Have a staycation for the holiday where it's just you and your spouse. Try something new. It don't have to always be expensive. Or how about you
Hmm.
plan now? New Year's, we have a staycation in the cabins. Well, it's about to be November, so you know this, so why not plan for it? Think
Yeah.
about you, your finances, how it could grow. What
Yeah.
can you invest in? Like, really, this is a time for you to invest in your life, your lifestyle, your future, your family. Be very strategic when it comes to your finances. When you have a family, other family members tend to get gifts. Growing up, my mom gave me and my sisters 3 gifts. You would think like we was rich. 3 gifts, but the 3 gifts may be a skate, one of the newest skate, and this or that, but it's always something that we want. We never said, "Oh, mom only give us 3 gifts."
Right.
We got gifts. Yeah, I have a 2-year-old. He getting 3 gifts too. Everybody else gonna give him gifts. So why do I have to let our lights get cut off because I want you to have 15 gifts? No, sir, you get 3 gifts.
Yeah.
I'm
And
starting now.
and where are those 15 gifts in 2 weeks?
On the floor.
Or lost, pieces missing,
Yeah,
or it's thrown in the back of the closet.
yeah,
That's why I love what you said about the 3 gifts, because then they're meaningful. They're
yes,
quality that you're giving, and there's something that they want, especially if you know that person's love language. Then
yes.
then you're a hit. You
I'm
are a
telling you,
hit.
if you do it, if you have children starting out, they get 3 gifts. So if I would tell them, hey, you get 3 gifts, no surprise.
That's good.
Or if you have a large family, Secret Santa. My mom did it for us last year. We did put our name, put 3 items you want, no gift cards. 3 items that you want. Secret Santa, it doesn't matter who has your name. You know you're going to get something out of that 3 items you pick. If anything, you're surprised who has your name,
That's right.
but you're not
That's right.
surprised what they give you because you already know they're going to give you what's on your list.
That's
If
right. Now,
that
do
makes sense.
it does, and then you can put a limit on the amount of
Oh,
money.
yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
$25,
Yep.
$30, $50. And one year we did $40, right? So what my brother did was he got socks, he got Nike socks, and then he got something else. And then he added $4 to it because he wanted to make sure that he hit his $40. But
Hmm.
it's the intentional about it. So if you do Secret Santa as a big family, then you don't have to buy gifts for everybody.
That's
You
right.
you buy a gift for
Great
one person.
idea.
You make it fun,
Yeah.
but you don't have to go broke. And
No,
everybody's involved, everybody's happy, and everybody feel really good because you're still spending time with family. Everybody got a gift, and it's just more intentional, and you're not broke.
yeah, I just want a happy holiday, loving
Just
on
be happy.
people,
Yeah,
and that way it's not disturbed. That is so awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Angela.
absolutely. And
Yeah,
when everything costs so much and you know that you can't afford it, you don't want to miss out on that opportunity to embrace your loved one and be a part because you don't have any money. It's a real thing. And these ideas, it helps. And everybody's happy.
that's great. You've helped us so much with different ideas for the holidays, tips, ways to save money, ways to enjoy the holidays without hustling around. Tell us a little bit about you and what you do for your clients.
For my clients, so I am literally their budget buddy. I have clients right now that is preparing for the holidays. They're preparing for different things. We work together. So if they're hosting Thanksgiving or they're responsible for the turkey, we make the turkey a bill. We have rent, we have lights, we have car note, we have car insurance, and then we got the turkey because that's your contribution. We always have a plan for your money. Every time you get paid is a plan. What I'm gonna do? We're gonna pay bills. Well, you didn't just work to pay bills, but what are we gonna put money in
Mhm.
savings? Are we buying Christmas gifts? Are we putting money in the Christmas funds? Are we preparing for a trip? I had a client that she wanted to go. She's a teacher and she wanted to go on a trip, but she didn't want to go by herself. We set aside funds for her trip, and you know what she does? Like, hey, did you leave on your trip? She was like, no, I got a massage. I did like a day spa with the massage and I bought myself a couple outfits. Oh, great. That money she set aside for her vacation, she was able to do something she wanted to do. And because we discuss it, her light still got paid, her rent still got paid, her car note still got paid, her car insurance got. She did not miss a beat. And so now she's comfortable because now she's living and saving at the same time. I am your accountability partner. I am the one that's going to hold you accountable for what is going on. I am your accountability. I am your bestie. I am your bestie and I'm telling you what to do with your money so that you can live and save at the same time. I make budgeting fun because there's other things you want to do. You want to travel, you want to enjoy life. You guess what? You even want to get life insurance. You can't even get life insurance because it's not even part of your budget. We're gonna add that life insurance on the line. We're gonna find ways to find the money. Basically, I help you find the money. I help you eliminate stuff that you don't need or is it temporarily. So really, I am like, yeah, your budget buddy, your bestie. I am the one that's gonna say, hey, you get paid tomorrow. What we doing? Let's have a conversation. So making you aware of your financial decisions, making you think about what you want to do. That's what I do.
Well, I love it. And I'm sitting there like this because if I were someone looking for that, I'd be so excited to know that I can have a budget buddy. I can
Yes.
have a friend that can hold me accountable, that can tell me the truth about my finances and to let me know what my options are and to help me find it. Woo, I got somebody to help me find money.
Yes.
Guys, there is no greater peace in the world than to knowing that your finances are in order
In
and that you
order.
don't have to worry about. There's so much stress that goes with worrying about money. It's not
Oh,
even worth it. So,
but some people are scared of money. That's a
hmm,
real thing. Like you're literally scared of money. Even like Angela, nobody's scared of money. Everybody just want to spend it. No, no, no. You can be scared of money. You can be a hoarder where you hold on to your money
yeah.
and let the lights get cut off and not pay the rent, but you have the money. Or you will hurry, spend the money so that nobody asks you for it because you're so used to spending it. So these are these type of people that's afraid of money. These are people that don't know how to pay bills. These people don't know how to understand finances. That's what I said. A lot of people are scared of money, and scared money don't make money.
Scared money don't make money. And what people don't know that you got to put boundaries around that money. When you put boundaries around your money and your spending habits and your mindset around
Yes,
money, then
yes,
it's much easier to set boundaries around it and to live that happier life. It
yep.
really is. Mm.
Boundaries for your money.
Boundaries for your money.
And here's a tip: you're no one's ATM. So if you are
Ooh.
a single person and you're living your best life, and everybody always comes to you to money, it's okay to say no. You are no one's ATM. Your
Mm.
kids are grown. You living your best life, but you always have money because people feel like because you don't have any kids or your kids are grown, that means you have money. Let them know you are not their ATM. And just because I don't have any kids doesn't mean my money's not accounted for.
And not only that, when you run into people like that and you don't know how to say no, recommend they go see Angela. There you go. Recommend
Yep,
because she can help them so you'll never ever have to come back and ask you me for money again.
absolutely.
It's teaching people
Absolutely.
how to fish, not giving them fish. Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Absolutely.
thank you so much. This has been so helpful. Now, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to let people know how to get in touch with you because they
Yes.
might need a budget buddy. What are some of the ways that they can get in touch with you, Angela?
All right. So you could check me out on allocatedfunds.com. Allocatedfunds.com. You can email me at allocatedfunds@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram, the Budget Buddy Bestie. You could DM me. Miss Pam has my information. You can
Mhm.
always send her an email. Feel free if you need any help. I have books. I have starter books. I have books for if you're seriously engaged or you're married and you're in your first couple years of marriage, but you guys still trying to merge your finances. I
Mm.
have a book for that. I have a book for if you just want to understand your budget, you just need to get a clear understanding. I have a book for you too. I have a new book, but it's really a teaching manual because I'll be doing classes. It's called Budget Even When You're Broke. That will
Mm.
launch in January. I am here to help. So if you have any questions, and guess what? If you purchase any of my books, I am available to talk to you about the book. If you have a question about chapter 2, we could discuss it because you purchased your book. Because you invest in me, I will invest in you.
Hey, that's awesome. And I'm
Yeah.
going to be putting all your contact information here along the screen, but also in the description below.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Angela, so much
Thank
for
you.
sharing your expertise and sharing your gifts because your gift giving, well, you just gave us a really good gift over the holidays. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. This is great.
Good. I'm just glad that you're here because I'm about helping people, and that's exactly what you're looking to do. And we're doing it together through this
Yes.
podcast, Let's Talk Boundaries. So, guys, make sure you subscribe to Let's Talk Boundaries because there are a lot of things we talk about as far as boundaries that people don't even realize. And this is one of those topics, and
Yes.
that's your budget and your finances. And Angela is such an expert at this. Not only that, her heart is into helping you to
Yes.
give you peace all throughout your life, not just over the holidays. But we're really looking at the holidays now because this is where we are right now. We don't want nothing to control us. We want to control that as much as we can.
Absolutely.
This is Pamela Bird, your boundaries coach. Until next time, let's talk boundaries, shall we?